Today I'm reporting from Fishing for Leave at Conservative Party conference. We will be talking to the founder and other members about why they think that they have been betrayed by Theresa May and what they think the European Union has done to their industry. So we've got Paul Lyons here from Fishing for Leave. You represent Fishing for Leave in East Anglia.
In East Anglia, yes.
And you're a fisherman yourself?
I am a fisherman, yes. I've been a fisherman since I left school. I've done other jobs, but fishing is the mainstay of my income now.
And what do you think about the European Union's, fisheries policy?
Well, the common fisheries policy got to go. It's been a disaster from the concept of the common fisheries policy. And we can only wait to dump that because it hasn't worked. It's cost the environment everything. We're very concerned that when we get our waters back, that if we have to stick with a transition period for the common fisheries policy, it's got to be curtains for a lot of fishermen. They will not be able to sustain that loss.
Do you think Chequers is a betrayal of British fishermen?
Yes, I do. I think we've got to dump that as quick as we possibly can and get on to the World Trade deal, or the Canadian deal at least. But Chequers is going to keep us joined into that, and there's no references about whenever we're going to leave it or how that's going to pan out for us. It's just seemed a complete fudge.
Do you think the government has sold out your industry?
Well, I'd like to think they haven't. And I'd like to think that they do bear us in mind, because our coastal communities really need the revival of their fishing industry back. But if they don't get that, God knows what's going to happen to our coastal communities, because we are all sitting waiting on tenterhooks to get our industry back. And if the government have got the audacity to sell us down the river, well, they're going to have a lot of angry people to deal with.
Who do you blame for the fact that your industry has been decimated?
Well, I blame a weak government. They've always fielded weak politicians to go and negotiate a good deal for us. Now, they come back and say they've got a good deal, but they've been weak because our fish has gone down and gone down and gone down till virtually our port, our fishermen had at times 40 kilos of fish to catch a month, as I reminded Elizabeth Truss. But nothing's going to happen until we're out and clear and get our own waters back and get the fish that live within them, so we can rebuild our fleets of boats and we can really go to town and have a sustainable industry out of this.
Michael Gove says that Chequers does deliver for British fishermen. I mean, he does say that we are going to leave the common fisheries policy. What do you say to that?
It don't say when, and that's a promise. Well, they've promised us lots of things in the past. I've been promised things from Europe for the last 30 years, but they've decimated our industry, and our industry is on its knees now. That's had its heart ripped out and thrown. Now, I don't believe what anyone promises. I want to see it written down on paper, and I want us out, and I want us out of that common fisheries policy on March the 29th, over.